Good morning. Today is December 2nd.
Yep.
And this is my little boy Alex. It's going to be a very hard video for me to keep a straight face with his goofy head next to me. So, it's been 1 week off antibiotics. The first 5 days were pretty horrible. They were, it was nasty. But now I'm feeling better. And just wanted to kind of go overview about this year. It started with such hope and had a job. It was a job I absolutely loved. And then I got sick suddenly. And then I just kept getting sick. Oh, yeah, his faces are making me laugh. So I kept getting sick, worse and worse. Emergency trips and all that stuff, all kinds of tests, only to be told over and over, we don't know what's wrong with you. And the Holy Spirit just kept telling me, keep going back and keep pursuing. And we just kept doing that. And just kept telling the doctors, just because you have not found it does not mean it's not there. So if we don't know what it is, it's just because you guys have not found it, but that does not mean it's not there. You okay?
Yeah.
So why I'm saying this is because the journey's been long, and a lot of the times it's been confusing. It's been full of fear from the lack of results, bottom line, where the worst place to be is the I don't know land. And because of that, we just have to persist and push. And that's what we did. And the Lyme disease was actually, I've had to ask for it. And insist upon it, because a lot of times I don't know why they don't want to do it. But I did it, and sure enough, in October we found out about the Lyme thing, and since we started the process with this antibiotic, and as you can see outside, it's very sunny, and which is beautiful, but we also have snow still left on the ground. The journey has been long and interesting, and we've learned so many things. We've been homeschooling through this time because Alex helps me out whenever I can't get food or anything like that, or just water or anything. Whenever I was in bed, and he would be the running boy. He would just take care of things. And really, you grew up because of that, didn't you? So he's been by my side a lot through this process. I also, yesterday, had 2 appointments. The first one was with a pastor, because in November we ended up praying over me with some of our friends, Nellie and Angel and Leo, my husband and our children, the older children. And then, behold, surprising to us, a spiritual ugly head kind of made itself known. So we went yesterday to talk about that, to find out there was a spirit, I believe there still is, a spirit of oppression directly linked with the disease. And the one thing that it said that I can't, not that I cannot forget, but it just sticks into my mind, is I like it here. And when I found out that it was literally a spirit of oppression, it was directly linked with the disease, I immediately got almost like righteously indignant. I was like, I don't care if you like it here, you're not gonna stay here. This is the temple of God. This is the house of the Lord. And no, you will no longer torment and oppressed this body and thus myself. and by myself, it's actually has consequences to the kids and my husband and my friends and family. So that was one. The first one. The second one I dreaded. The second appointment I really dreaded because there were the results of the blood tests, and I just had a gut feeling that I wasn't gonna like what I liked. I mean, I'm sorry, I wasn't gonna like what I was going to hear. Because of that, I decided to call this Satan's disease, and I hate it. And I realize I'm not only fighting on a physical level now, but I'm fighting on a spiritual level. It just became dual battleship, both on a physical level as well as on a spiritual level. I understand now why the overwhelming response of prayer from you guys. Pieces are starting to kind of gather together, and this puzzle is being completed. And I understand now. I was so surprised of the overwhelming response of prayers from everybody, Natasha's home group, as well as individual prayers, Miha constantly checking on me, my family praying, Nelly constantly checking on me, Natasha and Leo just being there along my family that's been there, day and night. But now I understand. Here, I wasn't just fighting something on a physical level, but I was fighting something on a spiritual level. Lo and behold, I had no idea. And it made sense when I was my lowest, and when I'm talking about lowest, where I had a hard time talking and walking, and I was in bed, there would be thoughts of just give up because I'm causing too much stress for the family, or being too much of a burden for the family. And it's interesting, they only came when I was at absolute my lowest, which is the definition of bullying, finding somebody that is weak and then just pounding on them. And that is, bottom line, the enemy just comes to kill, steal, and destroy, literally and figuratively, because absolutely hates God's work. So, that being said, during that time when I was just too weak to be able to pray even for myself, I would always put Christian music like Michael W. Smith, which my kids don't like, Newsboys, which my kids like, Ron Canoli, It's Been New, which my kids, they haven't really heard enough to know if they like it or not. But I would also listen to Joyce Myers, which my kids love, T.D. Jakes, which my kids absolutely love, and be able to listen to them and